This is a persuasive presentation by Jonathan Best. Instructor, Carolyn Geiser. COM 218, Public Speaking for the IT Professional. Today I want to talk about the educational value of video games. It seems like all I hear these days are the detrimental effects of gaming, but there are many ways in which video games can facilitate learning. From young children learning to read and count, to older children trying to master more difficult skills, to adults trying to refine specific skills to help them with their job performance, video games can help. Today I want to touch base on the positive effects of video games through moderation and the training aspects that can be found to be beneficial in careers or educational environments. Also, the different types of games and platforms available. Let's start with how video games can be positive and educational for young children. I would start by saying that study after study does suggest that all children, but especially young children, should be monitored while playing video games. And there should be a set time limit for video game use to minimize the negative effects of video game playing and take full advantage of the positive effects. Some of the beneficial things that video games can help young children learn include following directions. Help young children recognize words necessary to follow basic directions, like start or stop. Help children interact with score counters, which helps with counting and numbers. Can be enjoyed by all ethnic groups. That can help children find commonality and hence help children get along better in school. And it can introduce children to something they will see a lot throughout their lives, technology, and possibly lessen the anxiety that technology can cause for some people, since technology will not be going away. Another great attribute video games have is that they are a great way of gaining and holding attention of young children. This can help adults who choose their children's games wisely reach their children in ways that are outside the box. Games of every kind have been developed. I heard of a game that can help children with specific medical needs, help them take better care of themselves. This game identifies particular areas where the children could use additional attention. Training, the aspect of video games that is widely overlooked in society today. This spans from training for all ages and can benefit a highly trained professional to a young school child studying for the spelling bee. From adolescent and young teenagers, video games can help all children. From repetitive training for students getting ready to take the SATs, to children with behavioral problems and impulse control issues. If video games are used effectively under proper supervision, they can lead to greater learning and self-confidence. For adults, video games can help in a number of ways. Think of a fighter pilot in the military who needs to practice very dangerous missions. A video game is a simple, cost-effective simulation assistant to help the pilot train for real-life situations. It can help build confidence and give a real-world simulation to help the pilot find the best ways to approach very real and treacherous situations. The benefit of video games can range from extraordinary hand-to-eye coordination. Adults and children alike can benefit from this attribute. Video games can enhance their personal ability to utilize this hard-to-gain skill. There are several different platforms available for purchase today. The Xbox One has voice recognition which allows the player to use their voice to activate several controls without even touching the controller. It also has a system called the Kinect, which is a video camera which watches the user and implants their body movements into the actual video game, getting them off the couch and up and moving during the time they are playing their game. Another platform is the PlayStation 4. It has very similar features to the Xbox One, and it has what is called the Sony Motion. This also utilizes the player's body movements and places them into the game. Most all smartphones allow the users to download games called apps directly to their phone for portable game time. Most of these games are word games and puzzles, stimulating the mind of the user and keeping them thinking on the go. There is an app called Luminosity, which has been proven by many doctors to stimulate the mind by utilizing mind-blowing puzzles and scenarios that resemble an IQ test. This also tracks their progress and allows the user to try and beat their friends' scores, keeping it educational but also fun, engaging the user. The types of games available span from maze games to first-person fantasy and adventure games, word and math games, constantly stimulating the mind of young adults to young children. It is important to remain diligent in supervision of children of all ages who play video games. The negative side effects of violent games playing as well as those who play too much have the potential for addiction are very real. With the right guidelines, the use of video games in a wide array can be educational, highly useful, and extremely effective. Utilizing the skills that one can adapt from playing video games can be priceless.